Still with Thoroughbred Horse Racing as we return to the SportsMax Zone. Third-generation Barbadian trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. has been steadily building his profile in the United States in setting up shop in South Florida in 2011. Joseph was vaulted to national attention in 2019 when his chestnut colt Math Wizard landed the US $1 million Pennsylvania Derby in September. Joseph has since established himself as one of the top trainers in Florida. He will be hoping to land the biggest race of his career when he sends the same Math Wizard to do battle in Saturday's Pegasus World Cup Invitational over 9 furlongs at Gulfstream Park. The race will be shown live here on SportsMax from 4:30, 5:30 Eastern Caribbean time. Now, Math Wizard will be ridden by the Puerto Rican reinsman Edgar Zayas, a man whose mounts have earned nearly $500,000 US in prize money so far in 2021. We have Saffie Joseph on the line to talk to us live from Gulfstream Park. Saffie, welcome to the SportsMax Zone for the first time, and congratulations on all the successes you've been having in recent years.
Hey, thanks, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, well, let me ask you first. You've already known what winning a $1 million race feels like. How do you feel about your shot at the $3 million big prize on Saturday?
We think he's coming in good form. Obviously, the draw is a big inconvenience. It's a tough post to win from going a mile and a half, and that was a big blow when he drew post 12, but we have to deal with it, and we're going to try to tuck in and maybe save some ground. Hopefully, we get enough pace. He'll be coming late with a run.
Yeah. Before we talk a little bit more about the race, a quick comment on where you've reached, Saffie, because as a young trainer in your early 20s, winning the Triple Crown at the Garrison Savannah with Are You Talking to Me back in 2009, would you in your wildest dreams believe that you would be where you are today?
In my dreams, yes. I always dreamed of getting to this point, but there was times when we came over to America. The first few years were rough. I mean, we couldn't gain any momentum. We won races, but we just couldn't get enough owners to win frequently enough. And there were times where we thought, I thought it may not happen. I may never get to this point. So to get to this point now is very satisfying, but we got to continue to work hard and hope we can keep building on it.
All right, Math Wizard, showing 20-1 in the morning line odds, Saffie, has not won since winning the Pennsylvania Derby back in September 2019, but we know has run some top races, including the Breeders' Classic when he was 5th. Are you disappointed that Math Wizard hasn't scored a win since September 2019?
No, I can't really say you'd be disappointed. You always want to win, but with him, he's a horse. We claimed him for $25,000, and he's been an overachiever. We've thrown him at a campaign at him that's very hard. Like every time he runs, basically, he's run where he's not one of the favorites. He's running over his head, and he's shown up a lot of the time. Sometimes, even the race at Monmouth, if we go back three or four starts back, he was second to Global Campaign, who came back to win a Grade 1 at Saratoga, and then was third in the Breeders' Cup. So he's run some good races without winning, and we hope he's going to break through sooner or later for us again.
Yeah, we have Edgar Zayas on the line. We'll talk to him in just a moment. But just quickly, I remember when you won the Pennsylvania Derby, Saffie, the horse came from way off the pace. Pretty slow fractions there. I think it was like, 49.6 for the first half, and the quarter was something like 25 seconds. And that running, that pace or slow pace, set the race up well for Math Wizard to come through for the win over 9 furlongs, which is Saturday's trip. Do you think a slow pace would benefit you on Saturday?
I think the thing with him, he adapts. He runs into slow pace or he'll run into a fast pace. He's a horse when he's in form, he'll try. And I feel like the race before was a prep. We wanted to get that in, and that's why we're sneakily confident that he's going to move forward from that race, that he's going to run really well. I mean, the draw is the biggest humbug right now. Zayas gets back on him. He's ridden him well before. He was second on him in the Ohio Derby, and he was third in the Indiana Derby. So he was actually supposed to go to ride him in the Pennsylvania Derby, but he had some other commitments here, so he didn't go. So maybe now is the time for him to team back with him and create great results.
Yeah. Edgar Zayas, are you there? I hear that you've joined the conversation. Edgar, are you there? Good afternoon.
I'm good. How are you? Good afternoon.
Good. So we have the trainer online, Saffie Joseph Jr. We're talking about Math Wizard's chances in the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. You've sat on this horse before. What is he like to ride?
He's awesome. He's very easy to ride. I think, he's a horse that doesn't matter what's the pace in the race. He can run. He will come running at the end. I think the post position is a little tough. I think he can overcome it the way he runs and his style. I think he's going to break, just sit back and make one run with him. Just try to save as much ground in first turn. And I'm excited to be back on him.
Edgar, does he have enough pace coming out of the gates for you to get him into a better position than his post position draw suggests?
I'm still looking at the race and try to come out with a plan, but I'm hoping that the horses inside of me have the same idea as me and break running, and they could go get down, and I could just take back and drop in into a better position and try to save the ground in the first turn and not lose a lot in there.
Based on his running record, the Pennsylvania Derby was 9 furlongs. You weren't on him that day, but in the Ohio Derby, where you finished second, 9 furlongs again. Indiana Derby, 8.5 furlongs. And when he won the Monmouth Cup at 4 years old, that was 9 furlongs. So 9 furlongs seems to be his speciality. You don't have any concerns about him getting the trip, do you?
Yeah, no concerns about the distance for sure. I think it's probably his best distance. And I think the race is going to set up perfect because all the favorites have speed, and I think there's going to be enough pace for him to come running at the end. Yeah. And I know, I needed that last race between just to get him better for this race. I think he's going to come in perfect conditions for this race. It's going to fit him perfect.
One more thing, Edgar. Is this a horse that needs cover early in the race, or can you run with him free and it doesn't bother him or affect the late kick that he's going to give you? Does he need cover?
I think he'll run better when he has a little cover at the beginning. Sometimes he could get a little tough in the backstretch because he wants to go a little early. I think if he has cover, he can relax a little bit, and then when it's time to run, I can get him into the clear and get him rolling.
Ideally, Edgar, with 2.5 furlongs to go, which position would you want to be in the race on Saturday?
I think I'll be sitting, let's see how the race, how the race comes out and how he comes out of the gate. But all I want to do is try to save ground that first turn. I think it's very important for that race.
Quickly, Edgar, your own career in the United States, you've done very well so far this year. As we noted, almost $500,000 in stakes from the horses that you've sat on. How would you describe this phase of your own career?
I think it's a very important race in my career. I think winning this race will definitely be a big impact in my career. I'm looking forward for it, and I'm looking forward to do my best. And I know, we're going to run a good race. We're going to run a great race, and I won't be surprised if he gets a win. Yeah.
Saffie, I must ask you this. I asked Edgar, he says he just wants a good trip. 2.5 furlongs out, where would you want your jockey to have your horse on Saturday?
Ideally, I think if we're in 3 or 4 lengths with 2.5 furlongs to go, we're going to have a big chance. I mean, that's all you want to. You just want to get a clean trip and get a fair chance. I think if we get a good enough trip from the post, he's going to outrun his odds.
Yep. Who do you think is the horse that you have to beat, Saffie?
It's a wild. I mean, it's a competitive race. I think Nick's Go is a standout in the race, and if he's going to be on the lead, and hopefully some people apply pressure to him. If not, he's going to be a hard horse to peg back.
Yeah. Finally, Edgar, if the pace is slow, if they're going slower than you would like, what do you think are your options to really get into the race and to get the kind of race that you really would want if the pace is slow early?
If the pace is slow, the horse will determine. I don't want to take anything away from the horse. But if I could be in a good position, to be honest, close to code of honor probably, or following the code of honor, if the horse is, if the pace is slow, it'll be awesome because I know as a horse is going to finish strong at the end too.
Excellent. Edgar, all the best to you. Good luck in running on Saturday, and I hope that you get the finish that you deserve.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yeah, Saffie, all the best to you as well. Keep on doing the great work. We've been showing your work to the Caribbean viewers here through At The Track, and we hope that we have something special to show them in next week's edition.
Thank you very much, Lance. Take care.
Good. Saffie Joseph Jr., third-generation trainer, Barbados and strong in the USA. Lance, I think the race is so open that the horse has a good shot. It's a good outside shot. Yeah. It's not a bad bet, Math Wizard, in this field.
No, not a bad bet. 20-1 morning line, but has a shot.
Yep, break time.